What's up, guys? I'm gonna just do a quick review. This is my third year of owning this Lightning kayak. So I only had it out probably, I don't know, half a dozen times over the 3 years. I don't get to go out kayak fishing too much, but just update on what's going on. Couple of things I notice. This kayak is pretty heavy, and every time I throw in and out of my truck, it gets scratched. So what I'm doing now is putting some keel guard out of this Krydex. So the process is basically you're making a form out of cardboard box. So I kind of formed it last night and kind of put it there, and it's supposed to instead of cardboard, I transferred the template into a Krydex. If you Google YouTube, Krydex keel guard, so that's what it is. So I just went over to my neighbor's house and cut this out with a scroll saw. I tried everything else I have, I just don't have any cutting tools, so the scroll saw works the best, and you use a little drum sander to sand off the edges to make sure it's smooth. So what happens is this gets too heavy, and I try to drag it, and the keel gets damaged. So there's this one part right here that gets scratched up. There's another part in the back that gets scratched up, and this part gets scratched up. So, and of course this part gets scratched up as well because I try to drag it. I'm lifting it and I can't lift it. So I think this thing weighs around, with the seat and everything, weighs around like 80 pounds just by itself. So, and it's pretty wide and bulky and hard to grab onto it. So if Robert Field, you're listening, I don't know how you're doing this, but he drags it with one hand. So anyway, so that's a couple of things that I'd noticed about it and didn't like about how the kayak, but it is very wide and very stable on the water, like a lot of people said. So I'm happy with it and fish out of it. And another thing I didn't like was the original hatch. This was the original model, and the hatch was a twist lock hatch, and it was hard to close and open, and I was fighting it the whole time. So I just went ahead and upgraded to the newer one. I just put that in last night. So let me see if I'll show you the new hatch. I don't know if you guys see the new hatch or not. So I just put that in last night. So it works pretty good. It has a dry bag. I thought it was gonna hold the Hobie deep well tackle, but it doesn't. It's a little bit smaller than the actual Hobie. But anyways, just want to give you an update on the Hobie kayak. So, or not the Hobie kayak, but the Lightning Strike kayak, and I'll see how the Krydex goes today. So I'll show you how the finished product is, but so far so good. Okay, guys, I'm just going to continue on about the Lightning kayak. So we're working on some keel guards to help protect a little bit. As I mentioned earlier, it's pretty heavy, and I tend to get this thing scratched up pretty good. So I got some, these are called Krydex or Kydex, whichever you want to call it. It's hard plastic, and when you heat it, you can form it. So a lot of the guys on YouTube, I saw a couple guys on YouTube do this, so I'll just give it a try. This one's got a lot of curves, and so it takes a little bit of time to do that. First of all, what I did was I cut out a cardboard cutout to form the shape of the keel. So it's not really on there straight, but you guys get the idea. So I transfer the cardboard box to the Krydex, and you can get probably 8 by 12, or it's like a sheet of paper for 2 of them for, I don't know, 10-15 bucks on Amazon. I can add the link if you guys are interested. Anyways, so what I did was I heated up with the heat gun. I'll show you a couple of things I did already. So this is the first piece I did. I just heated up and kind of formed it. This one didn't quite turn out too very well, so what I was thinking about doing is just, after you form it, then what you use is these, they recommended these 3M double-sided tape to tape it on the other side. Just tape it on there. To probably to make it look a little better is probably, I'm going to just heat it up just a little bit. You don't have to have too hot of a heat, and form it a little better. Then what they recommended was go around the edges with some sort of sealant. I have some marine sealant to keep some water out, so the tape will stick on there. So I did this on the back of it, so it's kind of have to form it. It's still kind of a little warm, so I taped it down and didn't really quite. This part right here still kind of pops up a little bit, so I might have to form it a little better before I put some caulking on it. So what you want to do is just get a complete, even edge. And this is the cardboard I cut out for the lightning strike. So this one may be a little bit better, but I don't know. So it just takes practice and patience. I just used a heat gun to heat mine up and form it slowly, a little bit, form it. So I did 1, 2, 3 so far, and I'm getting ready to do the keel up front. So that's pretty much it. It's been basically taking me maybe half a day. Sorry for the big mess. You definitely want some welding gloves if you got some. That'll help you hold it in place, heat it up, and form it. What I used was a rubber mallet, so to get on the edge of it, tried to smooth it out and put a little bit of pressure on it, so make it a little bit smoother. And some of the high points I just kind of gently tap it. You don't want to hit it too hard. The heat gun, heats it up pretty good, so you only need probably 30 seconds of heat to get it pliable. Then what you want to do is you want to transfer it pretty quick and form it. So just take your time with it. We'll see how it goes. This is the first time doing this. I don't have I don't have any professional experience doing it, but we'll see how it goes, and maybe bring you guys back after a while, test it out, and see how the keel guard's holding up. So that's it. Thanks. Oh, I also wanted to know if anyone out there is recommended a good kayak cart for this kayak. All the carts I've seen, I can't get it into the grooves right here, and it tips one side or the other. It's very wobbly when you try to put a cart on it. So if you guys have any suggestions or ideas, comment will be nice. Okay, thanks.